Okay, so I don't really know what happened here, but let me explain. This game was 113 moves long. It lasted 5 hours. So let me show you. Knight to c3, e3. Here I have many notations already. I've been analyzing this game for 2 hours now. We are playing the nimzo Indian. E takes d, bishop d3, c4, bishop c2. He's already better here. I just thought that I'm gonna be good because I'm gonna have a nice bishop. And if he plays knight d4, I'm gonna destroy his pawn structure. I went for aggressive play. By the way, it was a 2300 rated FIDE master. It was obviously over the board game. Knight to h4, knight takes g6, and here I said, okay, I'm very good here, because he's got weaknesses on e4 and c4. I'm gonna punish these weaknesses the entire game. I'm playing rook to b1, attacking b7, but there's also a more important reason for playing rook to b1. It's rook to b5, and just attacking these pawns from behind. So he plays queen to d5, defending. This is the power of the queen. a4, a6, bishop a3, typical nimzo Indian. Well, I cannot move this pawn, I cannot move this pawn, so the only square for this bishop is a3, and it's gonna be pretty good. My opponent was shaking his head like crazy because of this bishop, because he can never double up on f8. Queen to c2, knight to d7. By the way, it's -2 for for black. I mean, black has huge advantage, but I felt like I'm better here. Anyway, rook to e8. And here, I'm so lucky that he didn't take, because if he took, I would go for queen e4, knight f6, queen to c2, queen takes queen g2, rook to f1, and then I don't have anything I cannot do anything. Let's say I play bishop b4, he goes knight to g3. He's attacking my rook, and yes, you can say that you're gonna take, but then it's a checkmate. So this is just crazy. This just shows the advantage of having your king on the middle of the chessboard. Your piece is just not protected at all. So I was lucky. I didn't choose this. I mean, I didn't see many things during this game, so I don't know how I even managed to survive so long. A takes b, a takes b, and I played it because otherwise, in my calculation, there was e4, rook e6. Wait, sorry. Yeah, because otherwise it was rook f3, e4. Oh my gosh. Queen to g4, queen to e3, rook to e6, e5, and then knight to b6, and then there is a threat of a fork, and the computer says run away with the king. Just save your king. Don't get humiliated. At least survive 10 more moves. At least 5 moves. Yeah, this knight is powerful. This knight is gonna be here for the entire game if it goes to d5, and it's gonna do a lot of damage. I mean, it's already game over. So I went for a takes b, because now if he goes knight b6, I'm gonna be able to take the pawn with the rook. So we are going for this variation I showed you, e4, and here he goes for queen g4, because you know what, we both didn't see one thing. Rook to e6, e takes f, rook e2, king f1, rook a2, bishop b2, and I said I'm super good here, because this rook cannot do anything here. I was just telling here. The problem is, after rook a5, this rook is stuck, and the only way to unblock this, unstack this rook, is to move this bishop to c1. And after bishop to c1, okay, let's say I'm gonna take because that's what I calculated. Bishop to c1, rook to a1. Whenever I want to play bishop to c1, he's gonna go rook to a1. So I need to try to run away, but then knight to b6. Again, bishop c1 doesn't work. I need to go king h2 and then knight to d5, and oh no, I'm in trouble. I lost the game. I'm losing a rook. Yeah, he didn't see it. So guys, again, 2300 rated player doesn't see things like these. Also 1900 rated player doesn't see things like these. This just shows that chess is not that, you know, you as a person who is 1500 rated can easily reach this rate, like rating of 2300, for example. It's not like magic. As you can see, people still are people and many things, and they blunder many times. Queen to g1, king to d2, queen to b1. I again blunder. And you know what? I didn't see that he can go queen to d3. I thought he will need to exchange the queens, because after this, easy win for me. I would know how to win this game. My queen to d3, king to c1, and then he has rook a5, and I'm in zugzwang. I don't have any good moves. Because whenever I play e5, he goes again for the knight b6 and knight to d5. And yeah, here it's gonna be a little bit different because I will be able to take, but then queen f1, king c2. The problem is my king, it's just too weak. He is just too weak. But he plays knight to b6. I go rook b5, knight to a4, rook to b8. Now I have some counterplay, queen to d2, bishop a3. And here I thought I'm winning, but again, I did not see rook to a8. I don't know what was going on with me during this game, but I didn't see many things. Rook a8, queen to f4, king to g8, bishop b4, knight to b6, king to b2, knight to a4, and here I'm winning. I should win this game, but I went for queen e3. And here it's the most important moment. I had queen to e5 instead. I had queen to e5, but I played queen to e4. And the huge difference is that after queen to e5, there's again queen to 6, but now I have queen to b8. And I take the pawn on f3. I think I can even take on g7. Yeah. But now his king is weak. So, I mean, this was a crazy game. And you know what? You're gonna see something more crazier in a minute. Yeah. I wasn't able to... Wait. Did he play this? What's going on? That was not the game. Okay, cool. Let's see. So queen to e4, bishop to c5, queen to a8. I took, and here again, I could have just agreed to a draw. I could have just repeated the moves: king to c1, queen a1, queen a2, king c. So we would just go like this. But like I said, I'm playing against 400 more rated player than me, so I'm just gonna risk it. Why not? I can lose two rating points. So I went king to d1, king e2, king f1, king g1, and the only move that saves him is queen to e4, because now, well, we need to exchange the queens. King to f3, bishop b4, and now I'm gonna make a counter of how many times we both blundered and missed winning moves. So guys, I'm gonna mute myself and just watch it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so 13 times. And as you can see, guys, I already lost. And oh, let me analyze one more thing. The problem here was that I was bishop against a knight. So what I should do is, exchange as many pawns as possible and keep the position symmetrical. Don't let him have any passed pawns. And taking on g8 was the mistake that made me lose this game. If I played bishop to e5, he would have to trade. He cannot defend this pawn, so he will have to take this one. I will take this one. He never wins this game because whenever he pushes, we are going to trade. But unfortunately in the game, I took on h6, and now later on he was able to create the passed pawn via g5 because we had asymmetrical pawn structures. So that was the mistake. And well, all these blunders, they were all because my bishop was on this side of the chessboard, which has a lot less squares to defend these pawns from than this side of the chessboard. I don't know, I just felt like my bishop is gonna be safer in my part of the chessboard. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. This game was crazy. Yes, I haven't analyzed a lot of this. I just showed you the game. But I think it's just gonna give you a look into, tournaments. Again, I'm gonna remind you, this game took 4 hours and 50 minutes of constantly sitting next to the chessboard. So it was very exhausting. Hey guys, thank you for watching and bye.